Hi, this is Ron Janish, and today is a most interesting day. Let's take a look at this on several levels. First of all, we can see in the SPY, it came very close to a little line we drew, and notice the pattern in the 65-minute chart. Let's look at the same pattern on the weekly. See how it's the same pattern on the weekly? Okay. And if we look at this on the, I don't know, let's look at yearly. Let's go outrageous. Oh, it's the same pattern on the yearly. Now, this is a rather unique event to have all three patterns in all three time frames. So let's see if this exists anywhere else. Let's move down a ways on the chart here, and let's look at the Qs. Now the Qs are the NASDAQ. And as we look at the Qs on the NASDAQ, we can see that the pattern exists right here on the weekly chart. Does it exist on the 65? Let's take a look. Behold, it does. It does exist. Let's see, this one, 197, 203. Yes, it exists on the 65. So it exists on the weekly and it exists on the 65 in the Qs. Okay, now let's take a look to see if it exists on the Dow. We can look at the Dow in in different ways, and one of the ways to look at the Dow is $INDU. Let's try it this way. And as you can see, the pattern exists here on the 65. Let's see if it exists on the weekly. It's here on the weekly. And look at this. Isn't this pretty? If we draw our line from here to here, oops-a-daisy, we can see that prices went right up to it and stopped. Yes, this is kind of interesting. So, what about the monstrous, huge time frame? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at yearly. And we can see once again that the same pattern exists on the yearly. Let's get rid of this thing on top here. There we go. See, we can see the yearly pattern and we can see the same pattern exists on the yearly. Okay. Why is this significant? Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the SPY back in, I don't know. Let's look at it when there was a top in the past. Over here. And we can see the same pattern over here. Let's draw the cute little line. There we go. Let's say this was October 7th, 07. Let's take a look at what happened on the 65. Okay, let's take a look. There we go. October 7th, 07. Let's see. And we can see, did we have the same? No, we only had it on the weekly. How interesting. Okay. So we had it on the weekly back around the high over here. Let's see if it happened any other times in the past. Let's look at weekly. Weekly's a favorite one. Here it is again. Here's the pattern again on the weekly back in the year 2000. So as you can see, this happens every once in a while, just something that comes along that's worth noting. Okay, and worth noticing. So today is 6th of November, and it's market just opened. So this is this is an opportunity to understand what a a top in the market might look like. All right, that's all this is. So just just kind of remember, um, and this is where we are right now. Have a good day. We'll see you.